you've likely seen our stories about this judge. Her name is Erin Otis. She and her staff frequently mocked and ridiculed people in their courtroom.
Then the county attorney's office hired her to prosecute death penalty cases, but they failed to effectively check for conflicts. And as ABC 15 Chief Investigator Dave Biskobing discovered, that failure is wasting your tax dollars.
Identifying conflicts in the criminal justice system is critical. It's important because we don't want second guessing or mistrust when people's freedom or even lives are on the line. When prosecutors are hired to the Maricopa County Attorney's Office, the application clearly asks for a list of conflicts. And that's important to get right if you're hiring a judge who's presided over a long list of criminal cases for years.
New motion to disqualify the Maricopa County Attorney's Office.
This footage is from an evidentiary hearing on November 11th, 2021.
CR 2017.
It's grainy because it's one of multiple cameras stuffed into the single official video record.
Appearances.
So while it's not easy to make out, this is Erin Otis on the stand.
What is your position in this case currently?
I'm the second chair for the county attorney's office.
She's the prosecutor in the death penalty case State v. English, and English wants her disqualified.
If you'd like to take your mask off, you may.
Because before Otis was a prosecutor, as a judge, records show she played a role in the grand jury proceeding. And we found there was a similar issue in another case.
And as part of the screening process, did you or someone at Maricopa County run the names of the witnesses who were listed to testify in that case?
I'm not exactly sure what got done when I started. I honestly don't know.
Defense attorneys in the case State v. Mason also filed a motion to disqualify Otis as a prosecutor. She presided over a settlement conference and change of plea for a co-defendant. Now, MCAO is the third biggest public prosecutorial agency in America. Rather than just replace Otis in both cases, MCAO fought hard against the disqualifications. In fact, billing records show MCAO paid at least $58,000 to outside lawyers in the two cases. So to be clear, that's $58,000 in taxpayer money the taxpayer-funded county attorney's office spent to hire their own outside attorneys. And they spent all that taxpayer money to lose. The judge in that grainy hearing you saw kicked Otis off the case. And it's because of what we first told you. The public has to trust the system. In his ruling, the judge wrote, "The possibility of public suspicion now outweighs any benefits that might accrue due to her continued representation of the state in this matter." And in the other case that we showed you, after spending tens of thousands of dollars to fight, MCAO gave up. It's because a judge set an evidentiary hearing, one that MCAO wanted no part of. We obtained motions that show Otis's former clerk was set to testify. Her name is Kelly Schaefer. She's the whistleblower we interviewed who finally reported the jokes and memes being sent in the courtroom. To avoid that hearing, MCAO punted the case to the Pinal County Attorney's Office, but they still deny there was any issue or failure. I'm Investigator Dave Biskobing, ABC 15, Arizona.
Otis and MCAO officials have declined Dave's interview request. The office sent this written statement saying it is not unusual for the defense to make attempts to remove our office in death penalty litigation. When such disqualification motions are filed, we frequently retain outside counsel to litigate these matters. The situation is not unusual, and the amount we paid outside counsel is not extraordinary. Our dishonorable investigation is far from over. Dave is now digging into the lack of transparency and accountability with the state commission that investigates judges. Keep an eye out for those reports and catch up at abc15.com/dishonorable.